Welcome to another episode of Installing Car Parts Where They Do Not Belong. Today we are tackling bad smells and overpriced air fresheners. Is it possible to have a permanent scent in your car that gets constantly pumped into the cabin? The W222 S-Class introduced an air balance package before becoming steadily available for some other Mercedes models. The package consists of a scent atomizer and an air ionizer. Several scents were introduced, but it wasn't long before people figured out that the scent bottle could be filled with any other perfume. Initially, the idea got mixed reviews. However, owning a car with this option makes it very hard to go back to a normally smelling car. So, is it possible to install this into any car, and how would one do that? The short answer is yes, it's possible. Let's take a quick look at how we made this happen. The Mercedes Atomizer is a self-contained unit that pumps feel-good air through the air vents of the vehicle. The unit takes a perfume bottle, yes, it is perfume, don't fool yourselves, and pumps the scent through a hose that is attached to a port on the HVAC system. Control-wise, the unit is tightly integrated with the rest of the vehicle via LIN bus. The physical installation was fairly straightforward, though it included a lot of interior parts removal. We decided to install the atomizer out of the way, in the center console. Yes, we could have installed it in the glove box, but, in our case, the space was already taken. Next, we modified the center trim piece with 2 scent nozzles and quick disconnect fittings to make the piece easily removable in the future. We decided to use the 2 center air vents because they are mostly on and can spread scent equally to the entire vehicle. Now, you're probably thinking, why didn't they just drill into the HVAC box and pump scent directly in there? Well, the HVAC box has more moving parts than the space shuttle, so we really weren't sure where an effective distribution point would have been. The most complicated part of the physical installation was removing the center console from the vehicle and modifying it to fit the atomizer, as well as routing the hose from the atomizer unit to the center console trim piece, avoiding any kinks in the hose. The atomizer itself installs on a sled, which in turn is bolted to the center console. If the atomizer needs to be removed, it can be pulled out with minimal effort by using 2 Mercedes instrument cluster removal tools. This part of the project called on our decoding skills. It took a couple of days, but the protocol the unit uses was fully decoded after some initial confusion. The atomizer has 4 scent settings: low, medium, high, and off. Typical LIN bus design standards apply, in addition to a few tricks to make the unit think it's talking to a Mercedes control unit. Now let's move on and take a look at the hardware we use to control the atomizer. In our case, one of our products, Module Settings, already includes a LIN interface, so it was logical to make use of this interface. However, at the very minimum, you would need a LIN interface and an MCU. The MCU would have to somehow be controlled externally to change settings. This can simply be achieved with a button, or more elegantly, via Bluetooth and a custom app. Of course, this greatly complicates things as well as increases hardware cost. The atomizer unit also uses an external connection to the glove box open-close sensor to release the scent container when the glove box is open. This needs to factor into your installation, so ideal installation locations would be behind a door that opens. The software needed to make this all happen will greatly vary on your hardware implementation. Whatever your IDE of choice may be, we suggest you pick one with a strong LIN library to make things easier on yourselves. We integrated an atomizer control into our custom Android app that communicates with our module settings unit via Bluetooth. The user can easily select a scent strength or turn the system off completely from a central control point that houses several other logically related functions. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for watching. If you would like this in your vehicle, take a look at our module settings unit, which we will cover in more detail in a later video. We are also available for custom work if you want a smaller control module created for a more custom installation. Don't forget to subscribe. You won't want to miss our upcoming videos on making your own digital instrument cluster. Till next time.